It is 7:39 on this Tuesday. Good morning and welcome to the Hometown Morning Show with Tori and Kyle. And it is a Tuesday and it is 7:40 almost. So that means my friend, Dr. Jaimie Ronchetto from Cinema Vet is on the line to talk to us all things pets. Good morning, Dr. Jaimie.
Good morning.
So... Exactly. You took the laugh right out of my mouth. How are you doing? First and foremost, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well, despite everything that's going on, all this craziness. Things are going well.
You're staying healthy.
I'm staying healthy. We're staying busy. Yeah, things are going well.
So before we start into, kind of normal stuff that we try and talk about when you're here in studio, how COVID and these rollbacks, now we were just rolled back yesterday on so many levels, but that does not affect you, I'm assuming.
It does not affect us. During this whole thing, we as veterinarians have been considered essential workers, so we've been open the whole time. But it certainly just affects that, I know some people are getting tired of curbside service or wonder when they can come back in the building and why can't they be with their pets and all that. And I get that it can be a frustrating experience. For the most part, everyone that I've interacted with has been really understanding and great and has been really liking the curbside. But, certainly we get some people that are not about it. But just this rollback just shows you, we're not ready to move forward. And until we, especially my clinic in particular, until we, can guarantee the safety of everybody, we're going to be staying curbside for quite a long time, it sounds like. Because, once you're in the building, our exam rooms are small. We can't guarantee 6-foot separation and all that stuff. So curbside is here to stay for quite a while.
And I have to tell you, Dr. Jaimie, the lazy part of Tori actually digs the curbside service. I'm not going to lie. I kind of dig it.
A lot of people have been really enjoying it, actually. Yeah, we've had mostly positive feedback from it.
Yeah, so. I mean, you sit in the car with the AC on, and you almost feel like, remember the drive-through restaurants of the 50s, where you just kind of, your food is brought to you. It's kind of the same thing. Your pet is brought out. The bill is brought out to you. You hand them a credit card. I mean, I'm kind of digging it. I mean, and it's what we have to do. There's that.
It is. Yep.
As we creep in, here it is, July 14th. We've had a couple of heat waves recently, and I've been noting on social media, I'm hearing a lot of our friends, the rattlesnakes are back.
Yes.
So can you talk to me? Can you speak to that a little bit and tell us, remind us what we need to do if our pet is bitten? Because I don't think our pet knows to take off the other way. I think they try to attack maybe or, or play with a snake. So walk us through a scenario where that might be a possibility. What do we do?
Yeah, I mean, certainly both dogs and cats are at risk of getting bit by rattlesnakes. I've seen both come into my clinic. Dogs, it's usually more if they'll usually end up getting bit because they're curious and they hear something and they maybe stick their face in a bush or under something, and then that's how they get bit. So a lot of times they present with bites on their face or their neck or kind of their torso, lower body. Whereas cats, the few that I've seen with cats, it's on their paws because the cats are the ones that are batting at the snake that they think is a toy, and they get bit on their feet. Obviously, all scenarios are dangerous. Most animals, luckily, come in with just one bite because I think usually after the one bite they go, I don't want to mess with this thing because it hurts me, and they leave. But, there are occasions where you can see more than one bite. In any instance, if you find your pet has been bit, you want to get them treated right away. It is a medical emergency because the sooner we get treatment and potentially antivenom in them, the better the outcome. So,
And I just want to interrupt for a second, Dr. Jaimie. And also because you may not know if it is a baby snake or an adult snake, and aren't baby snakes a little bit more dangerous?
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, there's times you're lucky enough that you see exactly what happened and you see the size of the snake, but your animal may come in from outside and you have no idea what happened. So, baby snakes can be more dangerous because they don't control their venom when they bite, whereas adults, there's plenty of times where I've seen rattlesnake bites that you see the puncture wounds, but they don't necessarily have that big of a reaction, which is good. And those are called dry bites, where they actually haven't really released any venom; they've just bitten. And those are the best case scenario in these bites because there is no release of venom, whereas baby snakes can't do that.
So, moral of the story: if you know that your pet your pet, I'm assuming a snake bite must hurt. I've never been bitten. It must hurt a little. You might hear a yelp or a yip from the dog or cat, yes?
Yeah, you might hear a cry out. They may come in, they may be limping depending on where they were bit. They may have facial swelling. They may just act really tired and lethargic and sick all of a sudden. They can present in all sorts of different ways. Obviously, it's best if you can actually see the bite, or if you saw what happened, then that sort of takes a guessing game out of things.
Sure.
But sometimes you just come rushing in because your pet is all of a sudden acutely ill and you don't know what happened.
What else do we need as this hot weather gets going here? Because I think summer's here to stay. What else do we have to look for and just be aware, with this hot weather and our pets?
Yeah, I mean, just keeping everybody cool. They obviously are affected by the heat, if not more so than us. So, when you go to exercise your dog, even if it's 7 a.m, check the temperature. If it seems hot to you, just moving around and walking a little bit, it's going to be hot for them. Same within the evenings, because when you have 100-degree heat and it's 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and it's still 90 degrees out, even though the sun's going down, if it's that hot, it's still not a good idea to exercise your pet. So you may need to forego exercise for a few days when we have this heat wave, or figure out some kind of indoor activities to get the wiggles out instead.
What can we do? Now, can it hurt their little paws if the sidewalk is hot, or can they control that? Like, does that not bother them because they have the little pads on?
No, it definitely, we see paw burns from sidewalks being too hot. So, that's a really good point. So, a good test for you when you go to take them out, let's say the outside temperature doesn't seem too bad. Put the back of your hand on the sidewalk or the pavement and hold it there for a few seconds. And if it's too hot for your hand, it's probably too hot for them. So you're going to want to walk on grass or something like that.
Perfect. The backside of your hand.
Yeah, because it's more sensitive than your palm.
Absolutely. Dr. Jaimie, if you are looking for just the best veterinarian in town, your practice is located on Cinema Drive. It's called Cinema Vet. Mm-hmm. That was so clever of you, by the way. I'm not sure how you came up with it, but here's the best part. Who doesn't know? Like, if you say Cinema Vet, you don't even know. You don't have to say where it's located. You just duh. Cinema Drive. So that was like brilliant on your part to name the center, because you don't even need the address. You don't go to Cinema Drive. The number there, correct me if I'm wrong, 253-9300.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Look at that. It only took me 4 years to memorize it. 253-9300. Dr. Jaimie Ronchetto. Always a pleasure having you at least call in for right now. At some point, fingers crossed, we will see each other again on your regular Tuesday visits. You need a vet, you go to Dr. Jaimie. Take care of your pets. And Dr. Jaimie, take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you so much. You too. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.